Now, Dr. Kendall, I want to first seek your assessment. How do you assess the escalating tensions in Red Sea and the impact of it on the Israel-Hamas war?
What's happening in the Red Sea is making the Israel-Hamas war much broader than it originally was. That is, of course, the intention. So since mid-October, we've seen well over 20 attacks on global shipping. We've seen over 100 missiles and attack drones fired at international shipping. And we've seen ships involved that have links to over 35 countries. So there's no doubt that the war is now broadening and dragging in a lot of countries that do not have any link to Israel directly, even though the Houthis, who are conducting the attacks against shipping in the Red Sea, still insist that they are targeting those with links to Israel.
Right, Dr. Kendall, I want to just follow up on the point that you made there, that the Houthis earlier, they clearly said that they will only attack the Israeli ships in the Red Sea in a bid so that the IDF stops its onslaught on Gaza. But now we're seeing that they're also attacking the commercial ships. The largest shipping company, Maersk, that company itself has stopped shipping for the next 48 hours.
That's correct. The Houthis have been attacking ships that don't have any clear link to Israel. And it's the commercial shipping that really is grabbing international attention. And this presumably is what the Houthis and their backers, Iran, really want. They want to get international attention on what is happening in Gaza. And the way to get that is to start impacting the free flow of trade globally, because eventually this will, of course, trickle down to higher prices for consumers. And, of course, insurance premiums, financial markets are all impacted, and that focuses international attention on trying to do something about the root causes of this problem, and that is the Israel war in Gaza.
Right, Dr. Kendall, also talk to us about the impact of the escalating tensions in Red Sea on the domestic politics in Yemen.
Well, the Houthis are part of, or a major player in a civil war that's been going on in Yemen now for about 9 years, although there's been on-off fighting in Yemen for almost 20 years. And so the Houthis are trying to make themselves as important as possible in current ongoing talks with Saudi Arabia to bring a peaceful resolution to the war in Yemen and for the Saudis to be able to exit. It gives the Houthis much greater presence on the international stage, which increases their leverage in their domestic talks back home.
Right, and what can be done to dismantle the power that the Houthis possess right now in the Red Sea? Because there are concerns regarding the effectiveness of the United States of America's naval mission, Operation Prosperity Guardian, as well, because not all countries who are in the region, they are not completely taking part in this naval mission.
Well, you make a very important point there. What is it that the international community can do to rein in the Houthis? There aren't many courses of action open to the international community because they don't have any leverage over the Houthis. So really, there are only 3 ways in which the Houthis can be reined in. One is to beef up, to strengthen this international maritime force in the Red Sea. Another is to curb the flow of funding to the Houthis. And both of these have been tried without that much effect. And the third is military action. And we may well see a little bit more now on this front. And by military action, I mean both indirect, what we might call hybrid measures that are deniable, and also now direct action, highly targeted, limited strikes. It may be that the US and its allies move towards this kind of military action.
Right. Thanks very much to Dr. Kendall for joining us on WION and sharing insights with us.